We've seen an effort in Egypt generally to promote investments, whether it's to facilitate the investment environment in Egypt or to really address the difficulties that investors are having in resolving their disputes. And those efforts are seen either in reforming the judicial system, and we've heard today in the conference there are joint efforts with the World Bank in reforming the judicial system, improving access to justice, improving investment environment. And we've seen also efforts from arbitration center such as the Cairo Arbitration Center or ECAS in promoting alternative dispute resolution mechanisms. So arbitration is known by investors, and it's usually for foreign investors coming to the Middle East. It's usually a preferred method to resolve their disputes. When they come to a region such as the Middle East, they're not necessarily familiar with the court system. And quite frankly, there is sometimes a mistrust in the court system. So usually arbitration is a method that a foreign investor would prefer to resort to. In the Middle East, specifically, there has been efforts in promoting arbitration as a dispute resolution mechanism. And we've seen in several countries in the Middle East efforts in modernizing the arbitration rules of several centers. We've seen, for example, in the UAE, the modernization of the Dubai International Arbitration Center. We've seen a new center such as Arbitration AD in Abu Dhabi. And we've seen in Egypt, we've seen the new rules of the Cairo Regional Arbitration Center that has issued very modern arbitration rules a year ago. So all of this is obviously intended to promote arbitration and to encourage investors to come to the region with the comfort that their disputes will be, that there are mechanisms to resolve their disputes. So when investors enter a new market, whether it's Egypt or any other new market, they should be aware of the general legal framework, but also the culture of the country they're investing in. So I think the first step to take is really the due diligence, understanding the market, understanding the sector and the regulation of the specific sector of the investor, and considering the step, what if there is a dispute in this area? How are you going to resolve the dispute? And that really depends on the sector, on the type of dispute, on the amount of dispute. So all of these things are things to be taken into consideration by investors when choosing the right forum to resolve their disputes.